Borderlands 3's release is just around the corner, and one of the key features of the franchise is their looting and weapons system. As many of you will know, there's never a shortage of legendary weapons in Borderlands games, so in this video we're going to be going over 5 awesome legendary weapons that have been seen so far in Borderlands 3. The Borderlands franchise has always been known for its comedy and oftentimes its ridiculousness, and there's no shortage of that in Borderlands 3 with its weaponry. We have guns with the legs, rocket launchers that shoot out burgers, and also the long musket. Now let me give you a bit of backstory about how this weapon came to be. Earlier in 2018, Elon Musk's company known as the Boring Company created a product known as Not a Flamethrower that became something of an internet sensation. I mean, come on, the product is goddamn awesome. So cool in fact that it sparked the interest of Randy Pitchford. On January 19th of 2018, Elon Musk tweeted about the flamethrower, stating, "But wait, there's more. The flamethrower is sentient. The safe word is cryptocurrency and it comes with a free blockchain." To which Randy Pitchford responded, "Elon, I'm going to be adding this to our next Borderlands game. Super serious. Let me know if you want to write the flavor text. You may have already done so we'll just lift it from one of your tweets." And then Elon simply responded with, "Sure." Fast forward to 2019 and sure enough, the weapon has in fact made it into the game with the weapon prefix known as the Fire Sale Long Musket. Taking a look at the weapon, you wouldn't think it was too crazy, but in game, it acts as an actual flamethrower. It's manufactured by TDR, which of course is known for producing disposable weapons that are thrown away instead of reloading, inflicting damage to enemies it hits. And as for its stats, well, most of them are subject to change depending on the weapon's level, but it does boast increases to damage and fire rate, but also has a decrease in weapon accuracy. For the weapon's flavor text, it states, "Say cryptocurrency," and the quote at the bottom of the weapon's description is "one free blockchain with every reload," clearly referencing the tweets from Elon Musk. At this current time, it is unknown how you acquire the weapon, as it was spawned in on Twitch user Bonjour's stream by a moderator at a gameplay event. Full credit of course going out to Bonjour. However, it has been reported that it is likely to be earned through an Easter egg that people will be scrambling for when Borderlands 3 launches. And just to mention, I will be doing top 10 weapon videos that give full breakdowns and locations of each weapon when the game releases, so be sure to stick around and keep an eye on the channel. Next up, we have a returning weapon from Borderlands 1 and 2, known as the Mongol. The weapon itself is a legendary rocket launcher, and the prefix that I ended up getting at one of the gameplay events was the nuclear variant that deals radiation damage. The flavor text for this weapon is "Man is a horde animal," and with that comes the unique ability to fire a single large rocket that sporadically releases multiple smaller rockets along its flight path, leading to sheer destruction. The stats for the weapon are really good across the board, boasting an increase to splash damage radius that of course alongside its general stats are subject to change depending on the level of the weapon. It also consumes 2 ammo per shot and has a joke in the weapon's description that states "consumes reduced ammo per shot." Just kidding, no it doesn't. Typical Borderlands humor. Overall, from experience, the weapon seems very powerful, and at this moment in time, it's unknown how you obtain this. One of the things I love about the Borderlands franchise is that there's no shortage of Easter eggs or references to other games throughout, which leads us right into the next weapon, which is the legendary Hal Walker shotgun. The Hal Walker is manufactured by Jacobs, and as many of you will know,
if he took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jacobs.
They're usually very powerful. The gun itself has multiple different flavor texts that all reference Doom 2016 Slayer Testaments. For instance, this variant shown by Twitch streamer known as Jericho states, "Tempered by the fires of hell."
Tempered by the fires of hell, his iron will remains steadfast through the passage that preys upon the weak.
And this variant shown by Mental Mars states, "So my demons, your time has come." It's references like these that I love, and it shows even more when you pick up the weapon and also fire it, as it plays parts of the Doom 2016 soundtrack. Overall, stats wise, it seems pretty powerful and also has additional effects of boosted weapon damage, critical hit damage, reload speed, and also allows critical hits to ricochet one bullet at the nearest enemy. This is definitely a weapon that I'm going to be seeking out when the game releases, and of course, I'll be doing an updated guide on this one too. Moving on to one of the crazier weapons in Borderlands 3, we have the legendary Smart Gun XXL. This gun is quite literally insane. It's a TDO weapon in which, when reloaded and thrown, turns into a brain turret that also shoots at enemies. The turret will last a short period of time before it explodes, dealing damage to nearby enemies, but can also explode if enough damage is done to the turret. Now, how do you obtain this weapon? Well, if you're on the planet of Promethea and come across a quest known as Hostile Takeover, be sure to accept it. It's at the end of this quest where you'll have a boss fight with an enemy known as Gigamind, and it's here where the Smart Gun XXL has a chance to drop. As for the Smart Gun stats, well, they're pretty decent with the additional effect of boosted weapon damage, but also consumes 2 ammo per shot. Overall, I love these crazier kinds of weapons in Borderlands, as you never know what kind of unique abilities they will have, and oftentimes they can really surprise you. For the honourable mention of the video, we have a very special Iridian weapon. Now, not much is known about Iridian weapons in Borderlands 3. In fact, the only one seen so far is known as Gun, and while this has to be one of the most unique weapons in the entire Borderlands franchise. The weapon itself is quite literally a looter-shooter, as in exchange for some kind of resource, which many people believe to be iridium, the gun will fire out other weapons. Now, if that isn't awesome, then I don't know what is. A goddamn gun that literally shoots out other weapons. Just to mention as well, it's also been confirmed that if you're lucky enough, you can get a legendary weapon drop out of this, and of course, because it takes resources to even be able to use the thing, you won't have to worry about it being too overpowered. Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comment section below. And for the final weapon, we have the Nemesis. Now, the Nemesis is yet another weapon returning from Borderlands 1, and the prefix that I ended up getting at one of the gameplay events was the extended variant. The gun itself is manufactured by Dahl, which means that it can in fact switch between 2 different firing modes. In this case, it's 3-shot burst or semi-auto. The Nemesis also deals fire damage, although I do believe it probably will be possible to get different elemental types of this. And in terms of the stats, they're pretty decent across the board, with additional effects of boosted critical hit damage and reload speed. The flavor text of this weapon states a righteous infliction of retribution, which is a so-called definition of the word Nemesis, and also a quote from the movie Snatch.
Do you know what Nemesis means? A righteous infliction of retribution manifested by an appropriate agent.
Overall, from playing the game, the weapon seems great and was actually one of the go-to weapons I was using during one of my playthroughs. And that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like down below. And also, if you're into this kind of content, subscribe. I'll be posting a ton of Borderlands content ranging from top 10 videos on the best weapons, your typical class mods, shields and more, to even newsy type videos and even individual guides. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.